oh my God, that's insane. They all went to Brooklyn Friends. And I said, oh, well, I went to Poly Prep. And they were like, oh, and I was like, well, I did get kicked out of Spence and then I went to Poly. And they were like, ah!
All right, guys, we're back. Our apartment, we haven't been here in 2 weeks. Things are moving along pretty quick. I just had a sneak peek because I've been walking through with Jeff, our architect, Charlie, our builder, but this one hasn't seen anything yet. So could you do the honors? Mm-hmm. What do you think so far? Package area, looking good. You excited to go? I know. This is the new Specialista. You know we're coffee fans, but I'm excited. Oh, I can actually set all this mail on. Yeah. There, I don't want to carry it.
How hungry are you, by the way?
Pretty hungry. Look at the kitchen layout. Obviously just in place, but sizable, no?
Oh my Lord.
Doesn't it feel big? It's good. Think about your little sink over there, little island here. I know, I was waiting for that reaction. Let's go check them out.
Oh my God. Hey, Dad.
Also, Jeff has had a baby since we last saw him. New dad alert. New dad alert. Old dad alert.
New window alert.
How sick are these windows?
Oh my God.
The size of you in this film looks crazy. Doesn't this look amazing?
Wow.
And it's just so substantial.
Did all of this.
Andrew's very, very talented.
Like unbelievable.
OJ Steel. If you need steel work, that is your guy. Thanks to Charlie for finding him.
Yeah.
What we did suffer is construction next door through a bolt, shattered that, but we'll get it back. Can we show Hannah her next favorite part?
Yeah.
The fridges. So Jen Air has kindly come on board to do our refrigeration system. And
Ready, Ann?
Yeah.
All right, go.
Oh wow.
full freezer, full fridge.
Oh my God. I've already trying to figure out how to organize everything.
Getting tired thinking about it?
I'm so hot and I meant to take my water and I haven't had any water in 3 hours. I'm so parched.
Flustered. And for our final trick.
Oh, I covered it.
Get up there, Charlie.
Yeah, I know. I meant, I forgot.
How sick are these?
I know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's the best though.
You are just a detective today. You just know what's happening.
Oh my God! Oh my God.
All right, let's talk tomorrow.
Yeah, send me your address though, don't be a weirdo. Trying to send this guy a gift for having a baby. All right, that's a quick apartment update. We're gonna keep this vlog going, but now you know what's going on in there. You know, it's been a day for Hannah already. This Brooklyn life is new for us, and we committed to putting Preston in his first play group lesson class thing, which he paid for online last minute. Was so excited. We drove all the way in from Brooklyn, like 30 minutes. It's 92 degrees out. Took him to the West Side Highway. I dropped her off, went to the house to deal with Charlie and Jeff and talk about the house. And the people never showed up. Hannah paid for the class online. They're not getting back to her. The number doesn't go anywhere.
I honestly was like, I was just really confused. I mean, I was exactly where they said they were going to be. No one was there. Like, they said, look out for the big parachute. I'm like, there's no But then I saw a woman, you know, she was like the nanny of another kid, and it looked like she was looking for the class too. So I went over and I chatted with her, and she was so confused, and I felt good to at least see someone else who was on my page of confusion. And then she and I just put our blankets down next to each other, and Preston played with her little, her little girl that she looks after named Finn. And so that was cute. So we had an impromptu play date with a baby we had never met before. And it was really cute, and it was fine. And then, you know, we walked 35 minutes across town in 92 degrees.
Blistering heat.
Literally took Preston's hat off halfway through the walk. You remember how his hair was straight this morning?
It was curly.
drenched in sweat, fully curly.
got curls,
the
baby.
kid had been on fuego. I had to take his socks and shoes off on our walk because he was so hot. I mean, it was crazy. And
I could take my shoes off right now, actually.
So I took him over to my cousin's house for him to have a nap. That's where he currently is with our nanny, Amy. So Preston is finally in some air conditioning. Okay.
And what I said was, let's go for lunch. We got to switch up the day's energy because the world is serving up energy you don't need right now because this mama has a lot going on anyway.
Yeah.
So
Lots
we're
of
switching up the
exciting
energy,
things though happening.
and we're having a mezcal margarita for lunch with, I don't know if you can see this, but that bottle right there, it's called Agua Magica, and Hannah's an investor in that mezcal. So, you know, we're here supporting.
By the way, we're investors in that.
It's true, we are investors, but you brought in that lead.
Yeah.
But we're co-investors in everything. Some of them I bring in, some of them you bring in.
That's how we work. That's how we work.
But it's a family trying to win over here together because there's no point in winning if you win by yourself because you have no one to celebrate with. So find your teammate, find the person you want to succeed with, keep the good people around, keep the bad people at an arm's length. Never know when you need them. But yeah, the day is changing up right now. We're excited. Just because you got to finish strong. The Real Minero. Happy Wednesday. Woo. Neighborhood favorite. Atla, I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Nothing better than a lunch date.
Yeah, thanks for
Switching it
offering
up?
a little fun times.
Anytime. Anytime. Now guess where we're going? We're getting Preston and then we're getting gelato because St. Ambrose, which is one of our favorite little spots here, just opened a gelateria, and they reached out to our team and said, would they like to come by and try the gelato? So we're going by because this guy is a gelato fan. Lemon lime preferred. Lemon or lime. Limone.
It's also so hot, so it's a perfect
And it's a million degrees out, as you're about to see. Boom! So we're gonna get in this gelato, take a little pee down there. Life as we know it. All right, we picked up our man from his nap. I just want to say that his fit today is looking pretty strong. Preston, tell him about your fit.
He is so unbothered.
Yeah. Your city look looks great, man. Yeah, you look so chill. Doesn't give an F. All right, we're approaching the gelato spot. El gelato. All right, St. Ambrose, doing it right. Lafayette Street. There it is. That was amazing. On to the next. Big updates on the apartment yesterday, as you saw right before this. It's now Thursday. I'm back out of Brooklyn, back into the city again. And I'm about to get a haircut as part of a deal that I did with Bumble and Bumble. You might have now seen it on Instagram, me washing my hair in the shower. As an early Father's Day, they added into the deal that I can come and get a haircut from their hairstylist. Now, I've been going to my guy Miles at Tuft for probably 8 years. I've never had anyone besides Hannah during the pandemic cut my hair. So I'm a little nervous to let someone else cut this thing, but here we go. We'll see. Never been paid to get a haircut before, so if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go to my guy and get it touched up, but I'm sure it'll be great. Anyway, this is an interesting one. First Father's Day, here's a gift that keeps on giving. We hope. Oh, baby. Hopefully this goes well. Not like it's a tough hair. Just don't want to do like a blowout or something, you know? We'll see. Woo! It's been a minute. I got a proper hair wash. I missed the head massage.
Oh, no, right?
What a luxury. All right, that's it. Feels pretty good. William, my man, took care of me. And you guys are here. Come to Bumble and Bumble. This guy will take very good care of you. I'm sure you do a beautiful woman's cut as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 18 years. Gotta trust that. So as you guys know, we currently live in Brooklyn. Every time we walk around here, it's like a goddamn movie.
Yeah.
It feels like we're on a movie set. Everything's like the Cosby Show. Literally the Cosby Show. So yeah, we living with our friends in Brooklyn, as you know, in this magical movie set neighborhood. It's really confirmed one long-standing theory I had about living in Brooklyn, which is once you get over here, after you've been in the city, chances you're going back pretty slim. It takes a solid 30 minutes to get over here and 30 minutes to get back. So you're an hour round trip in a car, which isn't long, but there's a lot to do out here, so you might as well stay.
Yeah,
And
like you can't be going in and out of the city multiple times in a day.
Yeah, you kind of got to plan, like if you're gonna stay for dinner, you kind of got to bridge the after work 6 to 8 gap somewhere. You'd have to post up at someone's house.
Maybe that's when you go to the gym and freshen up.
I mean, you'd have to.
Yeah.
It's
No.
not a baby, you just do.
That's actually kind of nice.
Totally, but if you want to take a nap,
Yeah.
maybe you don't want to like sit at a cafe or a club and like
but
do
if you
work.
were at a gym, you could always hop in a sauna or something.
Maybe. If it's not busy, imagine you go at Slam. Everyone's going after work. We're just figuring out life over here.
Yeah, and you know, our life is temporary over here.
Yep. We're walking right now, cruising the neighborhood, going on a little date night. Our friends who we're living with are out in the city for the night, so we're taking advantage of a little time to ourselves and exploring, going to what everyone said on Instagram. When I asked where the cool places in Brooklyn are to eat, I got about 10 places that everyone seemed to mention, and this is one of them. So we're going to eat some old school, cash only Italian.
I'm very excited.
Bottle of Barolo,
Maybe they have like a,
veal parm,
yeah,
cacio de pepe. Who knows?
maybe some
Anyway,
fresh fish.
we're getting into it. Tell us about your crew.
I went over to this table that I couldn't get enough of all night. They were just like 6 dudes.
8.
Who must have been in their 70s, and they were just on Fuego, reminiscing about like basketball points at one game, who had 50 points on another person. It was just like, the whole thing was so wild, and I knew that they were New Yorkers, and I have a personal connection with
The Gauchos.
I was gonna say,
Oh. Try to spoil the story. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
jeez. I have a personal connection with after school, you know, like what's it called when it's a
Activities?
no, but
Programming?
travel team.
Travel teams?
So I have like a personal connection with a after school travel basketball team called the Gauchos. If you live uptown, maybe you've heard of them. They're also, you know, very famous people have come out of the Gauchos. They were Cameron, Carmelo was a Gaucho. Carmelo's son is a Gaucho.
Wow.
Anyway, my uncle ran the Gauchos for a long time.
Uncle
So
Lou.
when I just mentioned it to those guys, I said I heard you guys talking about basketball and you know who had what on what game. I gotta ask, like, did any of you guys grow up in the city? And they were like, we all grew up in the city. I'm like, well, it would be remiss of me to not mention the Gauchos. My uncle, you know, ran the Gauchos, and the black guy looked at me and goes, Lou?
No.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, that's
Best
my
connection.
Uncle Lou. He goes, oh my God. I said, where'd you guys go to high school? He said, believe it or not, this is our 50th anniversary of
Classic.
our high school graduation or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, that's insane. They all went to Brooklyn Friends. And I said, oh, well, I went to Poly Prep. And they were like, oh, boo. And I was like, well, I did get kicked out of Spence, and then I went to Poly. And they were like, yay. It was like, cool. And then one guy said, better than St. Anne's. I was like, okay. Anyway, that was really funny and cute. And then one guy, when I was leaving, said, "Thanks so much for coming over and saying that."
Yeah.
No problem, guys.
That's why I love you. You'll approach any table anytime. No ego, no stress. You just go in. The whole meal she was itching to get to the table.
You know when I have an itch.
And I let her ride, and I went to the bar and met Tom. He told us about the greatest dive bar in the world.
Montero's.
Let's go there for a drink.
I just need to go home. I don't
Yeah,
need
me
to
too.
drink anymore.
Me too. Hannah taking pics.
Okay, turn towards me.
Photographer.
Yeah. New York City.
Most
Blessed.
beautiful.
Blessed to have met you. Blessed to live here. Blessed to experience this life with you and all the beautiful things we get to see and experience together. And all the beautiful things we get to see and experience and show our son, like that, the city he will grow up in, which is the single craziest thing in the world to me. That this little guy is gonna grow up right over there in such a picturesque, wild, cultural city.
Yeah, and then he's gonna end up as like one of those guys in the restaurant hanging with his friends that he met 75 years ago,
Yeah.
having a
Good
drink
old
and
time.
a delicious meal
I love
in
it.
the city he knows.
I love it and I love you. Let's make this kid's life the most special. Just as special as the one we get to live.
Let's do it.
All right. Goodbye.